Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm Cami McNamara. I am WebCami LLC, and I'm also the author of webdesignerhabits.com newsletter. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I am having the best Sunday. It's afternoon here. I usually record this in the morning, but I woke up and it was like 66 degrees in Seattle already this morning, which is totally unheard of. So I went and got my car washed. I dropped off a bunch of stuff at Goodwill. I did a little grocery shopping, and I came home and just started cleaning up the backyard a little bit. It's pretty exciting in Seattle when spring finally hits, and I think it's finally here, although we're famous for something called January. So you have to enjoy these days when you have them. But I am also going to be sharing this video on my podcast. So welcome if you're listening on my podcast. And if you could give me a like and subscribe here on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it. I really started with less than 10 followers. So I'm trying to build this up a little bit. Each week, I share the habit of the week, which is going out in the newsletter tomorrow morning. And tomorrow's newsletter is about tracking what's draining you in your business. So we all have things in our business that cause us to not have a great day. And it's not always client related. Sometimes it's client related. You might have someone that just isn't a good fit for you, or they're incredibly demanding. But most of the time, client relationships that can be worked out, and sometimes they can't. But a lot of time what drains us are things that we do in our business that we don't like doing. Maybe you decided to offer a service in setting up emails. This is something that I used to do. And I just decided, I don't know, more than a decade ago that I really hate setting up email. I'm a designer, not an IT person. So that is something that I've completely eliminated from my business. But it was a huge time suck when somebody's, email was having problems, and that has nothing to do with their website, so in most cases. But in the old days, you used to have your email hosted with your website host, and that's so not the case anymore as much. But the things that drain you. But are you really paying attention to them? And the goal this week is just to track what drains you and then pick one thing that maybe you can make an adjustment to next week. So it could be a tool that you're using that you've been trying that you really don't like. Well, maybe you just give it up. Or maybe you have a task that you have a VA that could do it for you. Just paying attention to the things that make you dread work. I mean, if you're working for yourself, and I would say most of the people reading this newsletter you're your own boss and you got to solve your own problems. It's not like you're going to go to HR and fix something. You've got to fix it yourself. And in order to fix it, you have to know what's happening. So again, the habit of the week is to track what's draining you. You can use Notion, you can use Google Doc, you can write it down, whatever works best for you. But it's something that, we're always tracking what we're doing, but we're not always tracking how we feel when we do it. So if something is giving you an ick vibe every time you do it, you need to listen to that. Finally, I'm just going to close out by saying that when my newsletter goes out tomorrow, it is going to be May 4th for those who celebrate. I just wanted to bring out this relic, which is the George Lucas novel, Star Wars, that I got in 1976 when I was a child. And it has my name written in here. And so this movie was the biggest deal in 1976. And I still remember waiting in line. It's the first time I ever waited in line for a movie with my big sister, who took me to all the cool movies. And the line wrapped around the theater, and the bar scene, all of it, I was 9. And it was just the most amazing thing. So I always celebrate May the 4th. And this is coming out on May the 3rd, but my newsletter will hit inboxes on May the 4th. If you haven't signed up, please sign up at webdesignerhabits.com. All these habits are things that I also am adopting and practicing each week. And they're all small. And if you can just focus on one habit a week, it will make your work day and your business just run smoother over time. And it's something that you probably will never master and always have to practice. And I'm hoping that my newsletter helps you do that. I also have a Facebook group. It's called WebCami Cafe. You're welcome to join. I have a few short questions. I like it to be designers of some sort that join, but it's a great community of a lot of people that I consider dear friends and all super supportive and helpful. And it's a very small group. So if you're interested in that, please sign up. And again, I hope you have a great work week. And, it's hard to believe we're already 19 weeks into 2026. I hope your year is going well. There certainly are a lot of things in the air. And I just hope that paying attention to this habit can help you just have better control and feel better every single workday that you have. All right. Well, I'm going to get outside because we don't get this often in Seattle. I hope you are having a great weekend. If you're listening on my podcast, thank you so much. And again, if you could just give me a like and subscribe here on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it. All right. Have a great work week.